Hello everyone. In this brief video, I will be discussing one example of how library and information science can help people age successfully. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Joseph Winberry. At the time that this video was recorded, I was a second-year PhD student at the University of Tennessee's College of Communication and Information. In case you haven't figured it out, I'm the curly-haired one. In 2019, I won a Community Connect mini grant from the Association for Library and Information Science Education, or ALISE, for this project. Thank you, ALISE. Before I go into the specifics of my project, I want to briefly mention some terms that you might not be familiar with, but which are essential to my project. Pause the video if necessary to read these. Now that you have those definitions, the details of my project should make more sense. This project was born out of my own knowledge and interest in the information needs of older people. Before I even got the grant, the Aging Services Organization agreed to work with me to diversify their senior directory to include information resources specifically meant to help diverse older adults. After getting the grant, I have gone about completing an audit of community resources to see where there are information gaps and information resources out there available for diverse elders. One example of what I found is a refugee organization that has a program specifically meant to serve older people. The next step has been writing up the findings of the diversity audit and including some best practices by other aging services organizations, such as including a diversity statement at the beginning of the senior directory. Next, I will work to incorporate the findings from my audit into the upcoming senior directory by creating a template that can be used in future directories, as well as by purchasing advertising in the back of the directory. These advertisements help pay for the directory itself and make this a free resource for older adults and their families. Ultimately, I also want to help get the word out, especially to organizations that serve diverse populations in my community, so that the community can benefit from this project and that there is an understanding of aging as an intersectional process where being an older adult doesn't stop you from being a person of color, an LGBT person, a person with disabilities, etc. You might think this is a cool project, but might be wondering why this issue in particular. Well, there are several reasons, but here are two. First, our society is an aging one. The United States Census Bureau finds that people 65 years and older are the fastest growing group in this country. Looking more globally, research collected by the United Nations found that in 2018, people 65 years and older outnumbered people 5 years and younger worldwide for the first time in recorded history. As this chart from the National Center on Elder Abuse shows, we are merging into a time of enormous growth of the number of older people, and this is going to be growing over the next several decades. So if we think about this from the stance of us as early career information professionals, we all are going to be living and working in an information society that is also an aging society. And this will inevitably affect the needs and opportunities that will exist for us as information professionals. Think about that for a moment. Now hold that thought. Like any good librarian, I am including my references. You can pause here to review them. Okay, release those thoughts. What are you thinking? I would like to know. Please consider taking this survey. How is your master's program currently preparing information professionals to work in an aging society? Based on your experiences and idea, how could they? Thank you for taking the time and for listening to this. I look forward to reading your responses. Together, we can begin making the changes that will make a difference for emerging information professionals as well as the communities they serve.